Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Thursday, October 1st. Tomorrow we are having a fall festival, like celebration, end of the first quarter party. Kids actually already finished all of their assignments and everything for the week. We just kind of stuffed it all in these 4 days so that tomorrow is a school day, but it'll just be a bunch of fun activities and we don't have to worry about any assignments or anything like that. Alright, so one of the things that I'm prepping for our fall festival tomorrow is some Jell-O. So I picked up some lime and I also picked up some strawberry. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use yet. I haven't decided. I was originally going to make both and put the strawberry inside of this brain mold that I have and then use this green one for these other molds that I got. But that's just a lot of Jell-O and honestly I don't think we're going to eat it all. So I just make probably this red one. I'll make the strawberry Jell-O and put them in these molds first, and then whatever's left over I will put in the brain mold. It is 8 p.m. now and I just got set up for the fall festival tomorrow, so I thought I'd go ahead and show you guys the activities we're going to do. So just here on my island I put, excuse my dishes, I need to do those still, but here on my island I put like the food related activities we're doing. So we have some cookies, this little candy kit that I got from Walmart, a box of pudding, pumpkin and regular corn mix, and that is going to be for like a pumpkin patch kind of thing that we're gonna make. This is going to be a little science experiment we're gonna do to make witch's brew, so that'll be really fun. And then I only got 2 green apples, but we're gonna attempt to make caramel apples. I've never made them before, but I just thought that that would be fun. I'm not a huge fan of them, so I just got 2 so that my kids can try them, but we'll see how that goes. And then in the classroom, I blew up some balloons because balloons are always fun. And then I just kind of decorated their table. So I went ahead and made them some little goodie bags. They've got some little window clings on there that are like Halloween. I put some Halloween candy in there. There's some Thanksgiving stickers, a pencil, and I printed them each a little certificate just for fun. This book we picked up from the library. My daughter picked it out, so I put it up here so we can read it tomorrow. We've got some baby pumpkins and paint so that we can paint pumpkins. Here, let me turn around so you guys can see. I printed out these little coloring sheets. I just thought these looked really fun, so one for each of them. We've got fall bingo, and this is just like a tree branch, and I'm going to, we'll probably like pick numbers or maybe do some like math facts or something, and then use the candy corns to put leaves on. Hey guys, it is Friday morning and we are having our fall party today. So as I mentioned last night, this fall party is to celebrate the end of our first quarter. So I figured while I'm making our breakfast, which is going to be an apple crumble, that I would just kind of talk to you guys about how the first quarter went, things that were changing, things that were really well, and just gonna do like a little first quarter recap. So overall, it definitely went well. I'm very happy in the decision that we made this year. It's been really, really nice having both of the kids home. Normally, my daughter stays home with me and we do some kind of homeschooling. Even though she's just in kindergarten now, we've always done like some kind of school structure thing here at home. But my son has always been in public school. So this year was really fun because they're both able to do school together, which has actually been really nice. I was really nervous because he's in 7th grade and she, like I said, is in kindergarten. So that's a pretty big difference, and I wasn't sure how that was gonna look, trying to do the stuff he needed to do for school with the stuff she needed to do with school. But it's actually been really nice. With her being in kindergarten, we don't have to worry so much about like being super strict on meeting certain guidelines or requirements or anything like that. As long as we're doing her subjects, she's fine. And as far as my son, we ended up just going ahead and purchasing a curriculum for him. So I haven't really had to worry too much about like the type of stuff that I am teaching them. It's more so just how we're structuring our days and our schedules and all of that stuff. So as far as our schedules go, I made a whole video about how my like schedule and how we were gonna go through our homeschool day, and I spent a lot of time coming up with many schedules, chore schedules, daily schedules, school schedules, outing schedules. Like, I'm a planner, and so I had everything you could think of planned, but it's not possible. I am starting to learn, and I feel like I've been kind of lining up on the schedules over this year just in general, but I definitely am learning that having a schedule doesn't always have to be followed. It's nice to have just to refer to and to kind of stay on track, but it's not necessary. And if we don't stay on schedule, it's not the end of the world. And so actually, since I've lightened up on the schedule and just kind of go with the flow, everything has been so much smoother. We like to do an outing. I try to do an outing every single day, or at least get outside and play in our backyard or front yard. But I do try to get an outing, and at first we were doing an outing every single morning, which was really nice. We'd go to the park, they'd do their journal, but towards the afternoon I was noticing the kids weren't doing as well when it came to like their workbooks and their actual classes and stuff that they needed to do. They weren't focusing on it, they were goofing off a lot. So I've started to notice that if we save our outing until after they do their classes, that works out better. Also, I haven't been as strict as like starting at 9. I know when I made my schedule video, I said I wasn't going to follow it super strict, except for our starting time. That's not happening anymore. If it's 8:30 and the kids are done and we have nothing going on, they start class. If it's 10 and we haven't gotten to it, it's fine. We start when we get to it. And I've also noticed that with my son's school, it actually goes really quickly. The schoolwork goes really fast when we're able to focus on it. So we really don't spend a lot of time. So if we don't start until noon or after lunch, it's really no big deal because we easily can still get his work done. So those are the biggest changes, is just not being so strict with the schedule, not being so strict with our outings and our chores and everything else, just kind of going with the flow. I'm trying really hard to make school fun. There's certain subjects that are really easy to combine with the kids, like social studies and science. So we've been having a lot of fun with that because the program that my son is doing gives him assignments and science labs and stuff like that. So he'll do the class and then we'll kind of talk about it, and we all as a family will do the lab. So it's just coming naturally, and that's what I'm noticing, is if I just let my kids learn and kind of do their own thing, they will pick up on stuff. We'll be in the car sometimes and all of a sudden they'll start having a conversation about something that they're learning in school, and we'll have a talk about it, or a question will come up and we'll find out, you know, what the answer is and talk about it or whatever. So we are learning constantly, and I've heard it ever since I thought about homeschooling with my daughter, that you don't have to sit down and do workbooks. You can learn anywhere, and pretty much anything is a lesson. But I am definitely seeing that firsthand. It is 100% true. We don't have to be following the curriculum to a T in order for the kids to learn. All right, I got my apples chopped up. Like I said, I'm making an apple crumble. I have some extra pieces that I'm actually going to put in the classroom for my daughter to paint with in a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna stop blabbing. Hopefully that was helpful. That's kind of where we're at. Going into quarter two, a lot less structure, not so strict with the schedules. Kind of just going with the flow with our curriculum and the units that we have planned, and we'll see how that goes. So I just realized I messed up. I do this all the time. I find a recipe that sounds really good. I don't read all the directions, and it ends up not being something that's gonna work. So the recipe says that you have to cook this for an hour and let it sit for 3 hours. So that's not gonna work for breakfast because it is already 9 and my kids are already saying they're hungry. So instead, I put it in the oven. It looks delicious. Like, I'm sure it's gonna be good. But instead of having that for breakfast, I'm just gonna go ahead and make the kids some cinnamon apple instant oatmeal. And once the crumble is done later today, we'll just have it then. But pretty painting. We're having a loaded potato soup, and I'm using the Instapot for it. So I will leave the recipe below. I'm just going to show you real quick how to do it. We've got potatoes, onion, butter, chicken stock, cream of chicken soup, salt, pepper, garlic. Did I say garlic already? I think that's it. We've got some bacon in the oven to put on top. green onions to put on top when it's done, and
some potatoes.
Yep, we got potatoes, and we're gonna use some flour and milk to make like a roe, and cheese. I'm gonna shred up some cheese in a little bit. So,
And
like
butter.
I said, and butter, yeah. So like I said, I'll leave the recipe down below. So let's go and make the soup. Alright, so we have had our lunch. I'll show you guys how I think I showed you actually how the soup turned out. It was really good. We are making a snack. So I had actually bought
Halloween snack stuff, and they're gonna put it in the ice cream.
Yep. So, but I had bought pudding. I showed you guys earlier. But we don't drink milk in our house, and I put almond milk in there, and it didn't set. So
we're using ice cream instead.
Yep, we have a little thing of ice cream. We've got our cookies.
Which
so
is dirt.
Which is our dirt. So we're gonna put our dirt on top and decorate, and we'll have a little pumpkin patch. We've had dinner now, cleaned up, relaxed for a bit, and we're about to do our last activity, which is a science experiment. So I just have this little pie pumpkin, and we've got some baking soda, we have some vinegar, I'm gonna get some food coloring, and we are going to make some witch's brew. That's gonna be it for this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun, lots of fun fall activities for you guys to try. If you guys enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one.